Chaos here with another awesome DIY dealing with subscription boxes. I have here one from Mermaidful with this awesome mermaid scale design that I want to reuse, and I've noticed that these monthly subscription boxes are getting really popular lately, but they leave you with all of these boxes left over, and I just love working with cardboard, so I'm doing a DIY on different things on how to use them for 4 that I have here, because I figured the most commonly done subscriptions are probably the 1 and 3 month, but for those of you that jump right into the 12 month, I have more ideas, so stay tuned. Okay, so first what I want to talk about is DIY ideas that use the design on the box and only use one box, like picture frames. You can cut out a rectangle on this side of the design for the picture to go into and just use the back of the box for the back and the sides to help it stand. Or you can hang it on the wall. You can also do notebooks. You can make 2 mini notebooks out of the front and back of this, and you just fold the cardboard in half and staple paper into the crease. It's really easy. If you get more like the 12-month subscription boxes, you can save up all of the boxes though and make much more intricate notebook organizer designs. I personally like to go to A Pesos Craft DIY. Her YouTube channel is really awesome and has a lot of really cool ideas for how to reuse cardboard and foam and all kinds of stuff. The possibilities are really endless. For my single box design, I decided to do this jewelry box that keeps the design of the box and has this nice decorative handle. It's easy to open and it has a mirror. You can keep your mermaid jewelry in it and it's semi-waterproof. For this project, you'll need 1 subscription box, scissors, a glue gun and glue, Mod Podge, a paintbrush, a 6x6 mirror or similar, a couple sheets of colored foam, seashells for decoration, and a stapler. So here we go. First you want to trim down the sides and front sides to make the lid easier to close. Then you want to put down some newspaper and get ready to Mod Podge. Use the paintbrush to generously apply Mod Podge to the whole box and let it dry. Maybe give it a few coats too, because mermaids deal with a lot of water and I want to make it kind of waterproof. So here I have some string that I forgot to mention, because this is just something I decided to do for my box. It's just a little something to keep the lid from flying open and possibly breaking your mirror. What you want to do is just glue the string onto the lid and then glue the string onto the bottom of the box in a length that is determined to keep it from flying open. This can be kind of tricky. Please don't put your fingers in hot glue like I'm doing. Gluing down both sides can be hard. Make sure you measure correctly. Then to cover up the strings, you want to hot glue foam to the bottom of the box. Stick foam to the other sides of the cardboard pieces to give them color. To attach the mirror, I ended up cutting and ripping up a piece of the string. But don't worry, you won't need to see that side of the box when we're done. Use a generous amount of hot glue to glue the mirror to the top. Use some foam to make a frame around the mirror. I used the paintbrush to outline. Cut 2 identical pieces and glue them around the mirror. Use clippings from the foam to fill in the top and bottom. Then take another color foam to make dividers and glue them in place. Make a ring holder by cutting 4 squares of the same size, rolling them, and gluing them in place. To make the handle, I folded a long piece of foam a couple times and glued it. Then I measured and cut it. And stapled it in place. Try to make sure you staple all the way through. Pull out the staples and try again if you didn't. Now use the seashells and hot glue them to the handle you just made to cover up your staples. Use them to decorate the inside mirror and cover up spots on the frame. Use as many seashells as you want, and after that you're done! Using 3 subscription boxes, I was able to make this makeup organizer with 2 drawers that lets you keep the design of the box. For this you'll need 3 boxes, a hot glue gun and glue, scissors, a butter knife to open the boxes, a few sheets of colored foam, and a couple drawer knobs. To start, cut the tops off of all the boxes and 2 of the fronts of the bottom side. Use the butter knife to open the boxes to take the sides of the fronts too. Now you have 2 shelf pieces and a top piece, and 3 lids with 2 long pieces. Put one of the lids aside. I chose the one that was the least damaged. Now from the 2 lids and 2 long pieces, we're going to make drawers that fit into the shelf spaces. By folding the lids inside out and attaching the front and back to the inside of the side pieces, it should be just snug enough to fit. I made the mistake of trying to attach them on the outside of the side pieces for aesthetic reasons, but it ended up being too big to fit. So what you want to do is cut down the sides really small before you glue them in so they're not as noticeable. Use the butter knife to help you fold a crease. And remember to glue the bottom down on the back. Use a piece of cardboard to wipe it smooth. Then take a moment to make sure it fits. Now that we've made drawers that fit, it's time to glue the shelves together. I like to start by dotting the 4 corners and letting it dry. This creates a tiny raise between the cardboard that you can just fill in with glue. Now we have a little space between our shelves and our 2 pieces are secured with glue. Time to glue the next top piece in the same way you glued before, by dotting the 4 corners and letting it dry, then gluing in the space. Place the drawers inside, and this is what you should have so far.
After that, take the lid you set aside from before and cut off the front and side edges. Put the large square piece against the wall with the mermaid box part facing in. Take the long side piece and make sure the scales are going down with the design facing in. Use the front flap to make dividers by cutting off the tuck-in parts. Make designs like this, or this, whatever you choose. Once you've designed your organizer top, line the edges of the cardboard with hot glue and carefully place them in. Now that you have your organizer top done and the dividers glued in place, take a sheet of light blue foam paper, measure the size of the front of the drawer, and carefully cut it. Cut 2 pieces for both drawers, and glue them both into place. Now use the drawer knobs you bought and attach them to the drawers. I did end up using a tiny screwdriver to help me with this. The screws don't actually go in all the way, but that's okay. I can get new screws and washers and fix that later. But for now, it's all done. Ta-da! Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe.